Hello class, so we're going to talk about line quality. And line quality is something that we're going to delve into in our next couple projects. So line quality refers to the many ways that a line can vary. And a line can vary in many ways, including its length, is it short or long, its width, is it thick or thin, it's also called weight, line weight, its value, is it light or dark, its texture, is it a smooth line, like ink can be, or is it a rough line, like crayon? Its path, is it a curvy line, or is it a jagged line, or is it a squiggly line? Color, is it red, blue, green? And type, okay, is an explicit line, implied line, etc. So and the line quality can be a very descriptive as well as expressive tool, and we're going to delve into the ways that we could vary line and learn how to control it. So I thought this is a really beautiful example, and unfortunately I don't know the name of the artist, but I'll give you a second to look at this and consider the many ways that line varies in this drawing. What are some ways that you could see that it varies? Okay, I could definitely see line width. Okay, with thick lines and thin lines. You could see line value if you look closely. Okay, this one looks a little bit lighter than this one. And I'm seeing value, not width. Texture. Some of these lines look, rougher, and some of them look quite a bit thinner. I mean, I'm not thinner, smoother. Line width. See some short lines, as well as some long lines. Alright, so let's get this drawing by Ginny Seville. Alright, consider the variety of line quality present. I think what's beautiful about this one is is how some of the lines are very sharp, like this one, and some of them are very soft, like this one in the background, or I mean the one in the hair. You see that? Very soft line. It's kind of wispy. This one's very hard. It's like something's incised on glass with a razor. Also consider uh, the line value. Hey, there's a dark line right here, and then we have a softer one. Okay, and this not softer, but lighter. And I think this lighter line creates kind of a almost like a ghost image of the individual, and creates a sense of time. You think that the lighter one is one that occurred before, and that the darker one is maybe the one that occurred after. So I think it's a very interesting example of a variety of line quality that's used for expressive ends. This is a drawing by John Singer Sargent, and you can see a variety of line values, some lighter ones, some darker ones, a variety of line widths. Okay, we have some thinner ones up here and some thicker ones. Here's a drawing by Van Gogh, and look at the variety of line paths here. We have ones that are, more or straighter. We have ones that are squiggly. Ones are like little dots. Ones with different values. What's interesting is like the farther away it goes, looks like the smaller the lines get, the shorter they get, as well as the thinner their width is. Okay, so in this case, uh, line quality starts to suggest space, because the thicker lines, in this case, tend to come forward. It's a drawing by Cicely Brown. Okay, and we can see a variety of line values, some lighter ones, some darker ones right here. Okay, and Here's a drawing by Rembrandt. And I want you to consider, we can see right now that there's a lighter line in the back, and there's a darker line in the front. And what do you think that does? What do you think having this lighter line in the background and having the darker line in the front, what does that do? What effect does that have? In this case, it creates a sense of depth. Okay, the lighter line tends to recede, while the darker one comes forward. So here line quality is used to create depth and used to create the illusion of space. Okay, and that's it for this lecture.